Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakadash, giving double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone, peace and blessings to the best in his truth and sincerity and abide above. That's the brother in the Posh Kodash, going to show again with another lesson. All right, and this time, talking about chastening from the Lord. All right, as you see here, the word chasten, which is the root word of chastening, inflict trouble or pain on for the purpose of correction. It says in the 1520s with the en, so chasten, the words replace obsolete verb chaste to correct someone's behavior. So the en is added on to be, just a more modern way of saying it, I suppose. But chastening or chasten is basically just to inflict pain for correction, which in other words, aka a whooping, a spanking. You know, your grandma had the wooden spoon, parents had the belt. Some people got the extension cord. All right. But in the Lord's chastening is judgment. Whether it be dying in a car accident or stubbing your toe, small or great, it's still chastening. Proverbs 3:11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. Why are we not weary of his correction? Let's go to the word despise first. My son, despise not the chastening. Despise, feel contempt or deep repugnance for. So in other words, to not like. It says not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary. Definition of the word weary, you got it right here. Tired, exhausted, miserable, sad. So don't be tired of his correction, exhausted of his correction, miserable of his correction, sad of his correction, because it's for your benefit at the end of the day. Job 5:17, behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh correcteth. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Happy is the man who the Lord. You know why you happy? Because you ain't going off. All right, you going off. We know the ultimate downplay to that is death. The wages of sin is death. Right? The wages of sin is death. So if you think you about to just be out here just going off, if the Lord don't correct you, he don't love you. For example, you got the heathens. They just do what they do. They ain't worried about them. The churches, second Ezra's? They are unto spittle unto me. They are spittle unto me. Right? But just to keep going. Psalms 94:12. Blessed is the man whom thou chasten, O Lord, and teachest him out of thy law. The law, why? The books of law, the first 5 books. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. You know why you teach out of those? Those are the laws, the do's and the don't. All right, the thing about the law is those rules are absolute. Like they're just absolute, meaning you cannot do this in no shape, form, or fashion. Or you can only do this way, it'll tell you. Hebrews 12:5-6. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Like the other verses were saying, don't be mad when you catch your judgment. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scorneth every son whom he receiveth. So if you're a son of the Lord, you're going to catch some hell. I think it's Isaiah 5:2-5, maybe 5:2, where it say hell having enlarged herself. He ain't talking about the place where you go burn forever, because that's not a real place. He's talking about the condition of life. Jonah said he was in the belly of hell. His condition. Why? He tried to run away from the Lord, run away from his lot. The Lord had to judge him, getting back on track. Revelations 3:19. As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent. Or the Lord said, who he loves, he rebuked. Why? 'Cause you got somebody you love and you see them doing wrong, you gonna correct them. You know, you see it a lot in movies. One thing I noticed about older movies, about them crack epidemic movies, a nigga say they parents smoking crack, whereas they loved ones and they'd be crying their heart out like, please don't do it, but walk past 10 crackheads. That's just an example. Like, that's just an extreme example, but, you know, the people you love is who you gonna correct first. Or you got this saying, I've experienced it myself, if everybody in the class got an F, you think your parents gonna be worried about them? 2 Corinthians 12:9, he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Mashiach may rest upon me. Glorify in my infirmities. He glorifying his judgment. That's how he is in this truth. Fuck it, I deserve it. That's the mindset. Fuck it, I deserve it. Could be worse. Because we know what it is. Hey, the Lord could have wiped you out. Hit the reset button on you. But instead, a little pain for a second, which, though it seemed not joyous, in a moment, it bringeth upon the peaceable fruit. What is that? Hebrews 12:6, I think. Nehemiah 9:31. Nevertheless, for thy great mercy's sake, thou didst not utterly consume them, nor forsake them, for thou art gracious and merciful, God. So the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, he never casted us off and just let us get wiped out. Now, we done been through slavery after slavery, and we done been through hard times, but the Lord ain't never just like, you know what, all the Israelites, they gotta die. You know what I'm saying? So that's the balance to it. Although he don't wipe us out, he still got to catch the judgment. He ain't just letting us get off scotch-free. But I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, giving double honor to the apostle, elders, great millstone, peace and blessings to the best wishing the truth, sincerity, and a Bible bowl.